Hi guys, it's Intuitively D, and these are going to be your full moon in Aries video. Yeah, that's what it is. And this is just the intro. So on September 29th/30th, depending on where you are, there is a full moon in Aries. Did I say September 20th? Yeah. And that is going to be a very feisty, fiery type of full moon. Full moons are culmination for me, releasing, letting go, things that no longer serve you. And with the North Node also in Aries, this is really going to be about that relationship axis between Libra and Aries, that me versus you, that we versus I. And so it's really going to be a time where you might want to reflect on where you have been playing small and not being showing up as your full, authentic, independent self in relationships. Where have you been letting everybody else run the show, being indecisive about things, not really giving your opinion on things? And that's what you need to let go at this full moon in Aries, because we really want to show up in a independent leadership type of style moving forward. Hi Aries rising, the full moon in Aries is happening in your first house, that house of self-identity. This is a great time to release these maybe old ideas of why you can't be a leader, why you are not showing up fully for yourself and putting yourself out there. This is really a good time to let go any ideas where you have needed people to validate you, and so you can show up in your full self. Because what we really want to do, especially with the North Node there, is show up in our full authenticity, our leadership skills, our grand ideas, getting things done the way Aries can get done, and not really sitting there being very impulsive or letting other people take the lead. Okay, so release those things so you can feel very confident in who you are out in this world. Let's pull a card for you. The card for you is, Ten of Cups. The Ten of Cups in reverse. And so it's about, you won't have all the things that you desire in this life unless you know who you are and show up as who you are in this life, so those things can come to you. If you don't even know who you are, how are the things supposed to come to you? If you're not showing up as who you're supposed to be, how? Taurus rising, it's your Intuitively D. This full moon in Aries is happening in your 12th house, that 12th house of the subconscious, spirituality, your spiritual growth. Let's talk about releasing maybe piss poor habits that are not letting you be accountable for your healing, for your spiritual growth. Where are there some tensions because you let other people take the lead, or other people tell you how to heal, what modality you should use? Aries is all about self. So let's think of, like, if this is a full moon in Aries, that means maybe you have not been showing up for yourself, not advocating for yourself when it comes to your healing, when it comes to spiritual growth. And so this is a time to release those ideas and really stand up for yourself and be like, no, talk therapy is not my thing. Maybe I need whatever it is. Okay, let's pull a card for you. Oh yeah, the Chariot. Okay, get on that horse and tell people this is how you are going to practice your spirituality. This is how you're going to heal. And you don't really need outside validation. Where are you playing small in that area of your life? Let that go so you can be like the main character in your healing journey, your spiritual journey. Get after it. Gemini rising, it's your girl Intuitively D. This full moon in Aries is happening in your 11th house of like your social circle, your networking, and your friendships. Maybe this is a time for you to let go playing small in your friendships. Let go of playing small in your friendships, letting everybody make the plans, waiting for other people to call you. Maybe it's a time that you find people who are more aligned with who you are right now, and you start venturing out into the world and making new contacts, really realigning who you are in your friendship circles, okay? Don't sit there and just be grumpy because people have not reached out to you. You're an adult. You can reach out to other people, and you can also leave that friend group if it's not satisfying to you. But also, let's maybe think about how you've been using them to validate yourself, and maybe if that no longer is feeding you, then it is time to realign, let those things go, to find people who are better suited for who you are at this moment in your life. Let's pull a card for you. Yeah, Ace of Swords. You're going to have to communicate either to yourself or to other people that you are not okay with playing small, the side character in friendships, that you are the main character. You are big beep energy, and you deserve friendships that align to that. Hi, Cancer rising, it's your girl Intuitively D. The full moon in Aries is happening in your 10th house of career. This is a fantastic time to let go of the things that have you playing small in your career and your public image. What fears, what worries, what is holding you back from showing up as the leader in your career, the leader in your public image? There's no reason, I'm sure you do have a reason, that you're like, oh, I don't know if I can take on this project. Such and such knows more than me or has been in this business longer than me. Okay, no, you are equally as qualified to show up and be who you are, who you want to be out in the world and out in your career. So it's really time to just let that shit go and show up like an Aries and think you own the world in your career. Let's pull a card for you. The Hangman. You sitting there waiting for somebody to come to you and be like, girl, can you do this for me? When really you need to get rid of the fears and own up. You have the self-confidence, you have the expertise, and say, hey, I'm available for this. Hey, I can do this. Hey, I am going to do this. Okay. So really embody this I am when it comes to the work and public image, and let go of the like, I don't know, I'm not sure, I can't. You can. No hang. Hello, Leo risings. It's your girl Intuitively D, and this is your full moon in Aries video. This is happening in the 9th house. Maybe 6 months ago, you set some intentions around traveling, learning something new, and now you're here seeing like, okay, did I accomplish those things? And if you didn't accomplish those things, what do you need to let go of so you can align better with those things that you wanted to do? Or do you need to let go any of those goals and just be like, okay, we're going to start afresh in a new in Aries season. It's okay. We can realign and readjust. So this is all about letting go the things that are blocking you from traveling, from seeking higher education, from embracing new perspectives on life, like new cultures and things like that. And if that's been on your mind, set some intentions around letting it go. You can do it. You can travel by yourself. You can pass that course. You can do all these things. I'm also talking to myself because I'm a Leo rising. Let's pull a card, not a lot of cards. Knight of Rods. So maybe you have been feeling as if you don't have like the creative expression, the oomph, the fire that to go after it. You do. Stay the course. Don't get flaky. Just keep going. Like, it's fine if it didn't work out. Virgo risings, this is your girl Intuitively D. This is your full moon in Aries video. I know you've been going through it. That new moon in Virgo was a lot. So this is happening in your 8th house, that house of emotions, intimacy, shared finances and resources, the house of death and rebirth. And so I think this is a really great full moon to really let go of playing small in your intimate relationships, letting go of not taking ownership of shared resources, shared finances. If you're in a partnership and they've been like, I don't know, maybe bullying you when it comes to money, it's really time to like figure out why you're allowing them to do that and like, tell them to stop it. If this is about shared resources with a bank or asking for a loan and you're like, I don't know when it's going to come, maybe you need to let go this idea of it needs to happen this way, and you might need to pivot. Okay, so this is such a good house for letting things die so you can be born anew. So I'm actually quite excited to see if anything comes up in that area of your life, Virgo rising. Here is the card for you, Knight of Cups in reverse. Yeah, this is a conversation about emotional stability. So are your intimate relationships comfortable, stable for you? Hi, Libra rising, it's your girl Intuitively D, and this is your full moon in Aries video. This is happening right across from you. It's your sister sign. It's happening in the 7th house, that house of marriage, partnerships, relationships, one-to-one relationships, and partnerships with contracts, so like marriages. If you have been playing small in your marriage or your business partnerships and you have not been able to show up authentically in them, this is a time to let go the reasons why that is happening. Maybe you're scared if you do show up, they're going to leave you. Maybe you've never had self-confidence, so that's something that you've been working on. So it's really about going inward and saying, why am I not showing up? Being either like an equal partner. Really, it's about if you're showing up being an equal partner to that person and not letting them make all the rules and do all the things. So it's time to let go of you playing small in relationships. So let's pull a card. I actually got one, the Page of Pentacles. So it's about like maybe an offer of stability, money. Maybe you've been playing, maybe your partner has had all the money and you're like, don't want to like say anything about it. And you're like, no, I'm working equally as hard as you. I don't understand why you're just giving me allowances or something like that. So I would, and this could be with business partnerships too. Maybe you need to speak up for yourself because you deserve at least 50. Scorpio risings, you know you're my favorite. It's your girl Intuitively D, and this is your full moon in Aries video. This is happening in your 6th house of health, fitness, pets, your daily routine, colleagues at work, like your work daily schedule as well. So maybe this is a time at this full moon in Aries to let go of where you have, let's see, not just overdoing it. Like, I think about maybe you have so many things on your plate. You've like, oh, I wanted to start this new fitness program. I wanted to start this new diet. I also wanted to start this new job. And so maybe this is a time where you let go of thinking you have to do it all at one time and really lean into the balance, that opposition, right? That Sun in Libra. Lean into that balance of like, well, maybe I can do just a little bit of this and a little bit of that so you don't completely burn yourself out. I can see with Aries there, you want to probably be full throttle. And this is a time where you can let go some of that wanting to be impulsively going, doing, and kind of like release this idea of like you always have to be doing something. You don't. Okay. The card that I pulled for you is the Star covering up her bits. It's healing, which is 6th house things. Good. Sagittarius rising, it's a girl Intuitively D. This full moon in Aries is happening in your 5th house, that house of dating and romance. So, hello, what do you need to let go of that's not allowing you to take full control of your love life, your creative outlets, or your self-expression? Have you been feeling stifled? Have other people been imposing their will on you? This is a really good time to let go those ideas of you have to bend to make people love you, want to date you. You have to bend to somebody else's idea of creative expression. This is a really good time to let go any of those ideas if you have them, so you could come back into this full authenticity of this is how I want to date, this is who I want to date, this is how I want to express myself. Okay, let's pull a card for you. I shuffled already. Yeah, Two of Pentacles in reverse. And so maybe you have been like on the fence of like, oh, maybe I could do this, maybe I could do this, or maybe if I just do this a little bit more, they'll like me a little bit more. But because it's in the reverse, you're coming to the conclusion in your head, you're coming to the idea of like, this does not feel good when I do things for other people. I feel better when I'm doing my own thing and being my most authentic self. So if you're already like, realize this, great job. Hi, Capricorn rising. This is your, first of all, I'm Intuitively D, and this is your video for the full moon in Aries that's happening on September 29th, but it's also happening in your 4th house of home and family. Okay, so this is what I'm getting. This is a really good time to let go of anything that's not bringing peace, joy, contentment, and harmony in your domestic life. That could be in your family, that can be in your actual home, but this is a definite time to let go of those things. If that means you have to have a conversation with people and tell them they got 6 months to get the hell out of your place, that means you have to have that. If this means something a little less traumatic about like getting a new couch or rearranging the furniture or something like that, then okay. But it does need to be done. Letting go of these ideas of like you have to put up with something you don't have to. This is a really good time to let those go. The card that I pulled for you was the Empress. And so you see the Empress, she is fertile with ideas. She is all the bossy boss. And that's the thing that we want to embody when things are in our 4th house, the mother, the nurturer. But we also don't want to take other people's shit, honestly. So if you have been, it's time to really let go of why you have been doing that and come into the full embodiment of this. Hi, Aquarius rising. It's your girl, Intuitively D, and this is your full moon in Aries video. This is happening in your 3rd house of communication and short distance travel, and maybe even like learning and communicating, like writing and speaking. With the full moon in Aries here, where have you been playing small in that area of your life? Have you felt like you're not smart enough to teach? You're not smart enough to write a blog or publish a novel? Do you feel like you don't have, I don't know, the wits about you to travel short distances by yourself? Are you having issues with your sibling and you need to figure out how to communicate with them? That could also be in this house. So it's a good time to figure out why you're doubting yourself in those areas of your life and let them go. Do set some intentions around, do a ritual around letting go this fear of maybe no one will buy my book, no one will read my blog, something like that. And the card that I got for you is the 6 of oh my God, brain, come on. The 6 of Cups in reverse. 6 of Cups in reverse is like, you know, no one's gonna come and save you. You have to do it yourself, okay? No one's gonna come and offer you the things. You have to do it. Hey, it's a girl, Intuitively D. This is for Pisces rising. This is your full moon in Aries video. It's happening in the 2nd house. I think this is like Virgo. This is like an excellent place to have a full moon in Aries. It is about releasing, letting go, removing any blockages that you have been having around your finances and your self-worth, because that's the 2nd house. It's material worth, it's your finances, it's your self-esteem, your self-confidence, and maybe it's taken a hit with Saturn there. And so you want to set some intentions around letting go the ideas you have around your finances and how they should look. Maybe I don't know what that means for you, so I'm not even going to say, right? Because I'm not psychic. But also definitely around self-worth things. If you have been not feeling your best self, like you're valuable, you're desirable, because babes, you are. This is a really good time to seek out some support to help you with that, and then let go those terrible narratives about yourself. You're great. You got the World in reverse. So there is some sense of like you can't figure it out. You don't think you'll have it all. There's a lot of doubt with the World in reverse. Like, I can't have what I want. You can. Release.